What's up, Timmy? Drachten, not quite. Actually going quite the opposite direction this time. What's up, Thomas? Welcome. Madge fries. Yes. And those delicious chicken nuggets. With delicious in quotes, of course. Try to move a little bit, but I also upgraded the bit rate again. Was there a train? No, I didn't see it. You know that last stream, we went through a bunch of train crossings together and there was no train. But last stream you weren't here and I was on a train crossing and there was a train coming past. You just missed it that time. Still be at work then, or is that back on Sundays? You're also not straight. I might have to tweak the mount at some point. You know, when I'm not driving. Slightly nudge it like this, but I'm not going to start messing with it. McDonald's budding chain, yes. I now know where that is. Thanks to your shenanigans, Kappa. Yes, we're gonna do another nature walk because I like those. I like doing those. I'm not sure how many of these walks I can do because there's only so many parks here, so. Just like repeat them every season, kind of compare them. I know city walk because cities don't really interest me. I'm sorry. I don't mind doing it occasionally, but not really into cities. They're just loud and busy, expensive, all that. And when it's a special occasion like that TwitchCon time, I don't mind, but if I'm just on my own, I also noticed I have to turn up the brightness on the phone because I can barely read chat right now. Oh, little F there. I think it's probably the area. Oh no, I did raise the bitrate again, so if something goes wrong, that could also be causing it. Man, I mean, I don't mind, like, I paid for that Dune thing with the deer. I don't mind paying for stuff, but like, if it's already not my interest, having to pay for it doesn't help. Like, I had no problem paying for that parking garage in Amsterdam that time. Having to pay isn't the problem, it's what you're paying for. If that makes sense. Yes, very green. Hello, someone with a dark green name. Who is that? Daniel Dan? With the great music taste? No song requests here. Sorry, not sorry. Sun. The sun's very bright here. go into work. Have fun at work. Try not to spill too many drinks. No. That was someone else. Redeem the reward. Oh, is that the command reward? What's up, Black Cats? Can you make the Daniel a command? It's command sets, then the command name, and then the text. Otherwise, I'll get it done after when I'm done driving. You're all having a nice Saturday. Blocked lane, what? That's always blocked. Nice weather out, thankfully, so I'm kind of looking forward to it, to this walk. Sorry, I had to look around me there for a second. Crossing two lanes. Crossing two busy lanes and talking at the same time. Tribal Wars. Not sure what that is, but I think you said something about it before. I don't remember. Slow. I know it's a 70 zone, but still. is going on? Cali stumbles. What don't you understand? It's just a bot translating messages into English. So if you talk in different languages, it'll translate to English for you. Yeah, sometimes it gets false positives. Speeding up again. Never mind. It's the next one that we need. together. Intersection. Why did it see that as an intersection? What's up, Suzanne? Welcome. We're almost at our 10 minutes from our destination. So you haven't really missed too much. Timmy need a band? Not yet. Maybe later. When everybody's in the right lane, I'm always worried that I'm in the wrong lane, but I guess it might be okay. Sun's in my eyes again. Speed camera. I see the speed camera. sorry, Suzanne. Whoa. Pulling the whole thing off. Pulling my sun visor off. We saw a cake shop. Oh yeah, I didn't make the windmill counter. Whoops. I was gonna say we need a cake shop counter soon. And then Timmy will probably want a McDonald's counter. All the counters. to another nature park. Like, this is pretty much it. Just a few hundred meters from here. And it looks busy. There's no places free here. That's great. I'm just gonna park over here then. Oh, there's kind of a place there. I'll just park here. I don't like crowds. No, me neither. That's why I'm going here. I guess I'm technically parking the wrong way, but oh well. Maybe I will just park in that little place there. That's better. All right, and this is it. I made it. So let me get ready. Put everything away again. Yellow plates. Yes, everyone has a yellow plate here. That's the standard color. And then I also have to check where we're going. You approve of blue and yellow? Yeah, because it's like IKEA colors. Alright, I think we're supposed to go in there. Alright. Is it also the Swedish flag? Alright, let's see if I got everything. I think we're ready. I did charge the battery this time, so that shouldn't be a problem. little self-reflection there. There you go. What's up, Julie? We're just in time for the walking part of the stream. If I can figure out where to go exactly. Not entirely sure. Hang on. I think it's down here. Maybe. Looks like there might also be beavers in this area. There's a beaver sign. This is where Chad dies. Hopefully not.
I like the summer here. That is almost like a high summer, like a 10 o'clock.
Let's see if I'm actually going the right way. I think so. You can do climbing if you want. I think that's for kids, but still. Some climbing things over there. From New Jersey. So you always get made fun of by New Yorkers. Some more, I guess they're closed during winter. Got a big "Don't Enter" sign.
Yeah.
Continues up there in the trees. It's mutual, okay. Makes sense. Obviously we have to enter. Well, first of all, I think this is for kids. And second, I'm not going to do that with a camera like this. Walking like this I can do, but climbing, maybe for 100 subs I'll do a kappa. So yes, there's your water from the tidal. You've seen the roads part of the stream, trees right there, and there's the water. Maybe I'll get the big angle up here. Probably get to see more this way. water over there. It's kind of windy here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Haven't really figured out a good solution for the wind yet. There's some geese over there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll have to zoom in. No deer this time, but we're still zoomed in. Well, thankfully they're pretty far away from us. Any red balls? No, you only have those in New York when Subtle shows them, or when I join Subtle Stream, that's when they show up. Hopefully the signal holds in this area, but it does look very nice. Very flat, of course, but that's just the Netherlands. weather. You have to add, I don't know, what, Sliedrecht, I guess. Here, let me type it. Weather. Rain. Okay, maybe that's not the town then. Because it's definitely not raining here. Not even close. Jealous? You have snow there? I wish we had some snow. Suzanne already judging me for saying that. Hey, you might be sick of it, but for us it's a very, well, relatively rare thing. Maybe if it happened all winter, I would say different things, but yeah, I don't know, I just don't have a lot of experience with snow, so for me it's still makes an interesting change. You get like 2 days at most nowadays, and that's if you're lucky. Most years you just get nothing. What's up, Dragon Sweat? Welcome. We're out in another national park here. Show some of the area again. getting some exercise in, because I haven't had much recently. I guess the most exercise I've had is with the new VR set. What area are we in? We're in the close to Dordrecht. I don't know if that says anything to you. There's like maybe I should get a map or something. If you go to the south of Holland, there's like a big river crossing through it, and we're in one of the parks near that river. There's like a big river. I think it's a little bit over there still, like back behind all this. So we're on the north side of it. Let me check which way I'm supposed to go. Oops, that's not the right thing. I think I'm supposed to go straight still. Yes. Oh, I could have taken the other path. What's up, Taz? Welcome. A nice green t-shirt you got there. No, I haven't worn that green shirt since summertime. Just a hoodie and a coat now. And no, they're not green. To be honest, I really don't wear that shirt often. Like, it was just those 2 days. And it's become such a big thing for some reason. I'm walking here. Yes. Thankfully it's not that busy, so I don't think I'll have to say that. Plus this is in New York. People are generally more, not everyone, but generally more conscious about their positioning. At least in paths like this. Yeah, true. It's not nearly as dense. I feel like even the biggest parts of Amsterdam would just be a suburb in New York. Watch out for dog dirt. You can say poop in here. I don't care. You can swear this isn't Dylan's chat. But yes, I'm also watching my step that I don't trip over anything. What is the other thing they say in that movie? I don't know. I haven't really watched many movies since like Shrek as a kid. Poop dyke banned, yes, all those words you can say here. I don't have a restricted chat like that. I don't even have that auto mod thing on. The only words I have blacklisted are the thing Splinter says just to mess with him, and all the stupid bot spam things. Living on the edge. Well, maybe if you become a bigger chat, that would be the case, but you don't like cake that's not banned? No, you can say all that stuff. Yeah, I just feel like you should have a open chat about things. Not have to be afraid of every third word being that you write is going to be a banned word. I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind over time, but some more geese. Can I get the close camera? There we go. If you like geese, then this is the park for you. I know Julie doesn't like them, but oh, I have to switch the camera back. Ban a random word for 10 minutes. Could probably do that actually. But you know how bad I am at adding stuff to my own channel. Yeah, there's lots of geese around. Are they edible? Well, anything's edible if you're brave enough. But I don't know. I've never tried it. Hunting isn't really a common hobby. True. Thankfully it isn't. So you're from the Netherlands too then, Dragon Sweat. Have a nice view of the I guess river technically. Yes, it is. That's the name. You passed the GeoGuessr test. Still on your list to visit? That seems pretty cool area. I can recommend it. And you don't have to pay, unlike that Amsterdam Dune thing. Again, I don't mind paying, but it does make it harder to do often. What's up, Joss? And Daniel? Oh, Suzanne, if you're still here, can you add Daniel's command? Let's see if you can figure out how to do it. You've done it before, so let's see what you remember. How? That's not a good start. No, I'm just messing. I don't mind. You do exclamation mark command set, then the name, and then the message. If you go to mod view, what is happening? I'm putting you to work, that's what's happening. Okay, you're on the train. Never mind then, it can wait. Hang on, let me just do it. I'm not driving now, so if I can even do it. I can delete the message, but I can't copy it. That's very useful. Copy to clipboard, there we go. That's harder to do than deleting the message. Command sets. Timmy is the best mod. Thankfully you did that wrong. Okay, why did it make a capital? This is really hard to type on mobile. And now I don't have the clipboard. Turn on, yes. There we go. We got there in the end. Yeah, I'm calling this a mod training camp, so I'm training these Suzanne, Timmy and Black Cats to be better at moderating. So I often ask them to do stuff. But there you go, there's your command. I think we turn left here and then go to a bit of a more foresty path. But we have to be quiet, so do some off-road walking. Assuming it doesn't get too muddy out here. Yes, you have your command. New channel, new. That noob streamer made kids mod? What? I'm not sure who you're talking about. but that doesn't sound very fun. It's kind of muddy. Watch where I step. Hopefully the signal stays good. Watch for dog poop and other kinds of poop. I can imagine this is even prettier when it's all summer and all the leaves are back. I think that's what I end up doing. Just coming back here in the next season and then see how it changes. Missed that in Dillon Stream? Possibly, or I don't remember the name. Or are you talking about Timmy? Suzanne, what are you doing? Okay, this is very muddy. I have to pay attention to my steps. They're practicing. You never said the name? Okay. A great place to spot kingfisher birds. You've created a monster? I guess so. Yeah, I'm not sure what they look like, but I probably do, but I don't have the connection with the name, if you know what I mean. You're not proud to be his mod? Well, you can always unmod yourself if you don't want to be his mod anymore. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go straight. And dodge all this mud. It's very, very moist. Moist around here. Probably gonna have to clean my shoes before I get back in. On YouTube? Oh, I don't know about YouTube. I know on Twitch you can, but I don't know anything about YouTube modding. be over there. I kind of don't want to go on the grass path anymore if I don't have to. Probably will though, but because the forest tracks are much less muddy. Let's go this way. If you would tell everyone who he is, you would laugh at me. Okay, well, you don't need to share it if you don't want to. This is a big area. Dragon Sweat said the name earlier, but it's the Biesbosch, Bos, whatever, however you pronounce that. I know I'm Dutch, I'm supposed to know this, but I don't always. I don't know if you recognize the name, but it's like the south of Holland, and then there's a big river going through it. And this park is near that river. The north side, in my case, but it also extends to the south. Maybe next time I'll make a link to the location I'm going to, so it makes all this much easier. No dogs. I don't want to see any dog emotes. You'll get me kicked out. Aren't there like YouTube videos on that? There's a YouTube video to do everything now, right? I know, I do a lot of programming in Unreal Engine, and a lot of things usually have a tutorial for it. I'm actually getting hot, and not the good kind of hot. Wind is 6.9. Nice. No, it's a bit further south, but it's kind of in the area. The weather's gonna not be a whole lot different. Taking pictures. Let's go this way. No, it's Dordrecht basically, but a little bit further south. But in terms of weather, it's basically the same thing. It's not going to be -5 there when it's +2 here, you know. Let's see what the data usage is like. You have 2 commands now. I guess you got one free one with your purchase. But yes, I don't know where you live, Joss. I think you're in the Netherlands too, right? I don't know if you like these kinds of parks, but I can recommend coming here too. They also have some kids stuff. Maybe not if it's a 3-hour drive, but it's a nice area. Streaming on them. I don't know if that will happen anytime soon. Unlikely. Yes. Here, I'll type the name for you. If you look that up. This is where we are. Yes, I'm Dutch. I'm supposed to know how to pronounce it, but let's see. Let's go this way. Yep, it's got some nice areas. I've seen several people with fancy cameras taking pictures. And I can see why. This is the biggest park? I'm not sure actually. That forest we went to with the lookout tower was pretty big too. Okay, hang on, I think I'm... Nah, that's fine. This is not the place we started out, but we can get there. Observatory. Let's see what it's called on the map. Sterrenwacht, yes. Sterrenwacht Mercurius is this. Is this Central Park of the Netherlands? I don't know about Central Park, but there's a few parks around here. I assume Terdve means hello. I don't know why it says healthy. And I'm probably horribly butchering that. Let's take this foresty path over the bridge there. Yep, there's some doggies too. They're not allowed everywhere, but I guess here they are. I assume you can do lots of playing around with the dog on the grass field back there. Let's go this way. I got plenty of battery this time. Yeah, last time I didn't charge it beforehand, and I didn't realize that being in the car while streaming, like, it keeps up with it. It doesn't go down, but it doesn't really go up either. Maybe I'll sit here for a second. Yep, a nice long walk, getting some exercise in. Have a nice pond to look at. And I'm going to try to figure out how to get back. I think we just have to follow this path. And yeah, it might be time to get like a mount or something. My hands are kind of getting worn out from the camera. Terve is like a healthy greeting. Okay, so it's not too far off then with the translate. All right, let's keep going. No, this is an Android phone. I'm not a big fan of Apple. This is a Fairphone 4 is what I'm using. This is kind of nice with the sun going down and it like shining on the other side of the water, but not this side. So it's kind of, that one's lit up and this side not as much. Yes, this is the built-in microphone. I think it does kind of struggle when there's a lot of wind, but it also makes sense because it's not right next to my mouth, so. It looks like there's a lot more space on those parkings. I guess I stopped at the busiest one. Gotta remember that for the future. Do you stream also? Yes, this is going to my OBS at home. So if the connection drops, the stream just stays up. I mean, the feed disappears, but the stream doesn't stop. I feel like that's the minimum. I don't have a bell box or anything, but I also only have one connection. Looks like there's a kind of small beach there. What do you use to send to OBS? I'm using the IRL Pro app. It can also bond multiple connections. Although I only have one, so it's not really useful for me right now, but it can do it if I ever get another one. And you can configure the bitrate and all that. It's a pretty good app for this kind of thing. I like this. Forest on the right, field on the left. Yep, I can highly recommend the IRL Pro app for streaming. If you're just starting out, if you're a big streamer, maybe not, but then again, even then you could do it. You can still connect this to like a Bella Box or whatever cloud service as well. Going to try some IRL streaming. Good luck. I saw, like, I didn't really feel like doing it for a long time, but I like getting some air, because I don't do that often enough, and get a stream in at the same time. Because otherwise I don't know if I would be out here if I wasn't streaming this. I like that I can stream SRT. Well, you can stream directly to OBS with what's it called, the other one as well, but it's definitely less data and more stable in low bitrate cases. I cannot think of the name of the other one that people used before SRT. RTMP, yes, that one. I should know that, but for some reason I couldn't come up with the name. There's the map. I assume these are some pre-planned routes. But I like making my own route. The drone has that, yeah, that's what Dylan has for his drone too, and it's really hard to get that in OBS. But you can also use the same server. I have a server running at home on my home PC, but that can also do RTMP, so I guess with Dylan it's just hard because he has a different setup for the regular stream compared to the drone feed. But I was planning on setting up that same server that I use for this, for his drone as well. Yeah, you can do Nginx, but I got Media MXT, I think it's called. It's just an executable with a configuration. Oops, I'm holding my finger in front of the lens there. Sorry about that. Yeah, they got loads of climbing things, as you can see there. Media MXT. It's open sourced, so yes. Alright, we're almost back at the car. So I hope you enjoy this part of the stream. I'm gonna get settled for another car drive back. So, be going in like a minute or two. Once I have everything changed back. There we go. Probably have to clean my shoes. Very enjoyable, I'm glad. Hopefully the quality was good. I saw in that Lookout Tower forest, it kind of was, it got kind of bad in some areas. I don't know if that's all the trees or a low bit rate. Short walk. Well, I feel tired. But then again, I'm not really used to walking anymore. I'm gonna have to clean my shoes because they're full of mud. So give me like a minute or two and then we'll be driving home. We should probably have separate shoes for this. I wasn't really expecting a lot of mud, but I should have some in the car for the future. Alright. We got most of it off. Never thought you were in the Netherlands. Yes. I don't really talk about it much, but I am. Alright, let me get you. Gotta get everything plugged in now. No, I don't have a command for myself. I don't even know what that would be. You gotta reverse the two, Suzanne. Command and then add, or no, set, not add. Let's make sure you guys are straight. Okay, like that. Should be good. Oh. Yes, I was born here. But I'm not sure, like... I mean, I don't hate it, but... I'm not sure I like everything about the country. Ideally, I would want to move to... No, reverse the two, Suzanne. First command, then set. The name is always first, and then you put in arguments. You're almost there. You got it right. You just need to flip command and set. I will make like a... Dylan has a wiki for his mods. I guess I'll make a wiki as well for you and the other mods. Because yeah, this is a training camp, so... I gotta teach you how to do it. And the training camp without books is kinda not a good training course. or without material, not necessarily a book. But why can you do that? You should not be able to do that. I guess I don't have the permission set correctly. But yes, Daniel then did it somehow. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, it should be set to moderators, but it might be set to VIPs or everyone. I don't know. Do we have everything? Yes. You made a different command from Daniel. Yeah, it's command delete to delete one. So instead of sets, you do deletes and then just the name. Yeah, I guess, but like I was more referring to things like the fireworks, for example. It's just like such a common thing here, but that's just not a problem in other countries for some reason. Like I spent some days in some New Year's in Belgium, and it was like there's no fireworks until midnight. Whereas here it just goes on all day. Or all afternoon. It has reduced a bit, but why does it mark the railroad crossing with a red border? As if it's a speed camera or something. And yeah, besides all that, I also am not a big fan of the language, to be honest. Like, if I could choose to speak English every day, I would choose that. I already pretty much do, unless I don't have to, but and I also miss some. Why are we going so slow? I also miss some like true nature stuff. Like you have this, of course, but it's not really a natural nature. It all feels kind of like organized. Why are we so slow? I don't know. This is a 50 road and he's doing 30. I wouldn't say it's as hard as Chinese, but It's just I don't like the sound of it much. Like the traffic violations, but I do like the roads. Then like in Belgium would be much worse. So yeah, it's kind of a trade-off for some things. Overall, I'd rather have better roads. I assume speed fines you don't get every day, you know. I would hope. You drive a lot more than you get speed fines, so I'd rather have it that way around. If you let yourself go, I feel like you can still do that without getting a ticket. I don't know. It's not like you go 5 over and you're immediately caught. But yeah, when you do, it can be quite expensive. I agree with that. Everywhere, plus you get caught every 2 months. I've only had 2 tickets in 10 years of driving. not much one for racing everywhere. You see it here sometimes, people going crazy speeds. And well, there have been occasions in the past where I did that. I don't really feel like doing that anymore. Ticket every 2 months is kind of crazy. And then I can understand you complaining about it. Suzanne's still here. If you have maybe a raid target, you might just try raiding random people. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but I just try raiding some streams like you said before. But as long as you can tell me, like, or if you can tell the streamer that I can't listen in. Because I'm driving home. No, you always have channels, you know, you like. Trap Stereo, that could work. He's been in here too before, so that definitely helps. Because I always feel like kind of awkward when I have no viewers and it's a streamer I don't know. I always feel kind of awkward about it. Especially when I then can't, you know, reply to their questions or whatever. Yeah, you don't have permission to start the raid, but I would like ask you to find a raid target. Yeah, it doesn't work when you're mod, you have to be editor. Any of you editors, so you can't do it. Yeah, if you can like kind of be the spokesperson for the raid, it sounds kind of official, then I mean it, but I can't really be chatting. I can't really join the raid myself. And if I just raid and then nothing happens, then I don't really feels kind of awkward as well, so. Yeah. it kind of goes automatically, but you're a 2 viewer streamer, that's really hard to do. Trust your judgment on who to raid, so maybe we get some more people in from it. I don't think I'll really make their channel any bigger, but just said, that's it. Or I guess the official name is the translated chat one, but either one's fine. Yes, Bieber bus. Could be onto something there. No, that park was there way before he was popular. That park is way older than that. Kind of a busy area, so I might miss some messages. Questions. There's a Porsche coming up on the left. White Porsche. No FTTS? No, I feel like that would distract me more. Looks like they're changing this around this part now. Yeah, they're extending the road here, so lots of construction. Followers. I must have missed the 100th one then. Now we just need one more subscription, and then we have an extra emote slot unlocked. Should also make a hype command then. Still a newbie streamer. It's going to be the goal thing. There's two of them, but they're both really like extra hard games. And I'm gonna try to beat one of them. No, that's the 250, I think, or 200. I can't remember. Two goals on stream, but I don't really focus a lot on them. They're just there in case people want to, if you reach certain milestones, it'd be nice to do something for it. Like Dylan with his 60-hour stream, kind of like that. one for 10. I guess that's not a goal, but we're at like 9 subscriptions, and at 10 we get another emote slot, so kind of looking forward to that at some point, if that ever happens. I'm also kind of looking forward to, but also not, because they're not just like, they might require some mental strength. I don't know how good I'll be at those, but I guess if we ever get there, we'll find out.
Dragon Sweat gifted a tier 1 subscription to Suzanne Likes Cake.
Sun is going crazy again. Did I miss something? Suzanne got a subscription. Thank you for gifting a sub to Suzanne. Reaching that emote slot goal. If you want any emotes added, feel free to suggest things. I do have some waiting already, but most of them aren't really being used anyway, so I'd rather have something that gets used, that people want to use. Thank you, Dragon Sweat. It is appreciated. You found the Clippy emotes? Yes, I made a Clippy emote. I do game streams during the week, but I think that's already an emote. Or I can't see what that is. I see something moving, but if you want to put maybe our GG emote, Yeah, there's already a Twitch default. There's a Twitch default for that. So that shouldn't be a problem. Maybe I'll make a custom one actually, because that doesn't sound... I'm not the best artist, but that sounds like something I could do. Yeah, I'm a programmer, not an artist, so... I don't have someone like Impy here who can make emotes for me. I'd rather have someone who's part of the community do it than hiring some random. I don't even know how you would find someone random, because I feel like there's a lot of them, and a lot of those just use AI to make things instead of actually putting in, you know, effort. They just make AI emotes and call it their own. So I don't even know how you would find someone how you would find someone random who does good emotes. And if it comes down to AI emotes, I can also make them myself. Is it possible? Hang on. I'll read that in a minute. Add text on the stream. Lives, yeah, that should be possible. I saw someone in Dylan's chat talking about that too. I think there's like a live captions thing you can do, yeah. I'll have to look into how that works, but I think it's possible. It's too much noise. I see. And I'm probably not the, well, I know I'm not the loudest talker, so I can understand that. I'll see what I can do. Because it could also be fun when Dylan talks Dutch or something to anyone. To still have an English subtitles there. That's probably going to be even harder. But picks up sound from the holder. I guess you mean from the car and the road noise. Yeah, maybe put some noise gate on it. That might help too. Because my microphone at home has a noise gate, but this one doesn't. So we're almost here, Suzanne. Is the Trap Stereo still live? Raid is coming up soon. I don't know if Suzanne is here, but or can hear this properly. But yes, raid imminent. Well, imminent is a bit too fast, but okay, he's still alive. But Suzanne is away, I guess. Oh, are people waiting for this car wash again? This is such a bad place because it blocks the whole street. I might end up doing that as well, because this is a little bit ridiculous. All right. Alright, it's time for the raid, Suzanne. So thank you all for coming by. You're gonna say hello to Trap Stereo, who has been in chat here before. I think he's in Gouda right now. So we're gonna go raid him. So thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it. There's not gonna be a stream on Tuesday because I have a prior commitment. So maybe we'll do some other day, or otherwise Thursday will be the next one. Trap Stereo. There we go. I hope I spelled that right. So thank you everyone for coming by, and we'll see you all Thursday probably. Maybe earlier, but ready to promote you. Thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, I'm driving home, so I can't really join the raid immediately. I don't know if it's going through. I don't see anything apart from you started the raid. So